Hey, I said we're not talking about trailers anymore, but that doesn't mean we're not talking about the movie. Hey, what's up everyone, it's me, SpeedSuperSonic, bringing you guys another video. In today's video, we have something actually very exciting because we're not here speculating and worrying about trailers or is this happening on this date or this date. We have actual information, concrete details that we can talk about. Not really entirely specifically about the film. One of the stories today is quite literally the story of the film. But we also have some other information in regards to the film too, such as merchandising, some of the partners that are going to be working for it, and also books that are coming for Sonic Movie 3 as well, which I know some of you guys might not be too excited for, so we're gonna save that towards the end. But regardless, as this movie is nearing, closer and closer, that means we're gonna get a lot more information on the film itself. We're going to be getting that aforementioned licensing info, so all of the merchandise that's gonna be coming, there are gonna be listings for it that are gonna be coming out, info in regards to all the different people who are gonna be making it, so there's just so much to go over. I'm really excited to dive into all of this stuff, so without any further ado, let's talk about the very first piece of information, and that is about the plot synopsis that has recently leaked for Sonic Movie 3. And there have been a few that have popped up in the past, either incredibly so generic that you're just like, okay, well yeah, that's a movie about Sonic the Hedgehog. And then we've also had some fake ones. I remember one came out like right after Sonic Movie 2, like sometime during the summer, and I was like, there's no way that's real. It included like Big and Amy were in it and a bunch of different details that were just so ultra specific to like Sonic the Hedgehog games and stuff like that. I was like, there's no shot that this is real. And sure enough, it was confirmed to be like fake hours after it happened. But right here we have an actual real legit plot synopsis for the movie. So without any further ado, let's take a look at what it has to say. Right here you can see on this website, there is just so much information here. As you can see, a lot of it is pretty irrelevant. It just gives the movie's name, a bunch of the companies who work on it, including their addresses, but here is the description of the work. So let's read this right here. It says, heroes Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles must face a mysterious new adversary, Shadow the Hedgehog, as Dr. Robotnik reemerges after his defeat with a new plan. From director Jeff Fowler and starring Jim Carrey, James Marsden, Tika Sumpter, and then, Paramount Pictures Incorporated, all that stuff. That's really it, and I understand that is incredibly vague, super vague, maybe too vague, but regardless, I do think that's pretty exciting. I know that's kind of what we expected this movie to be about, right? It does kind of give one slight little glimmer of like, okay, there's something we can kind of dig out of there, and that is Eggman reemerging with a new plan. I think it can be assumed that Eggman has found Shadow, is going to be using him to his assistance at some point. Now, will that be throughout the entire movie? I doubt it. There has been some conversation, there has been some, discussion, some implication from the footage that was shown at CinemaCon that Sonic and Eggman might team up potentially in this movie. Shadow could become a very large threat that could just, destroy the entire world, become something much larger than maybe we've seen in other Sonic media. But with his new plan, I'm very excited to see what that is. Obviously, Shadow's going to be incorporated some way into that, but what other things does Eggman have going on? Is we going to get the Space Colony arc? Are we going to get BioLizard? I doubt we're going to get BioLizard. I think that's a little too zany, a little too weird for general audiences, but we'll see. We've been seeing that BioLizard has been popping up in more Sonic media as of late. He's going to be in Sonic X Shadow Generations as a boss fight, so it's not like super out of the realm of possibility. It's just whether Paramount would want to touch that or not. So one of the reasons we're talking about so many different things in relation to Sonic Movie 3, no matter how small or not about the movie itself, is because, I think you guys all figured this isn't anything too groundbreaking or something that deserves its own video, so I thought I would just include it in here. The fact that we do now have a plot synopsis. I'm sure we'll get another one that will be officially released by Paramount when we get like the trailer and a press release about the movie, but as of right now, that's what we have so far. Pretty standard stuff. I feel like if you could make the most basic standard guess for what Sonic Movie 3 would be about, that would be it. Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles going up against Shadow with, Eggman obviously lurking in the background. But regardless, very exciting, and I cannot wait to see more of what this movie's plot has in store. I'm sure we'll find out more about it, like I said, in a forthcoming press release when we get that trailer, that gosh darn trailer that I'm tired of talking about because I just feel like we're never gonna get it at this point. But for all my merchandise lovers out there, I know you're lurking around somewhere in this channel. We drop a few merchandise videos on this channel, including Sonic Merch Hunt, a series that you guys all ask for all the time. What if I told you a new episode's coming this Friday and I want you to watch it? So when it drops this Friday, watch. Just playing. I love you guys. We have a bunch of information in regards to Sonic Movie 3 merchandise, because if you guys don't know, the licensing expo that I believe takes place in Las Vegas is going on right now, or is about to start gearing up, and we're probably going to find out some more info, mainly about Sonic Movie 3 merchandise there, I'm assuming, in regards to other Sonic merchandise as well, in the grand scheme of things when it comes to the video game franchise and branch and stuff like that. But obviously with Sonic Movie 3 being such a big deal this year for Sonic in particular, there's a lot of info in regards to that, and it's going to be a big focus. So there's like this entire entire kind of article basically where Ivo Grusovic, who's the head of the brand of Sonic, I forgot his exact title, the brand manager I believe is his name, or his title rather, and he went on to say this and basically dumps a bunch of the different partners that are going to be working with Sonic and Sega and Paramount on Sonic Movie 3 merch. Sonic fans have much to look forward to in Sonic the Hedgehog 3, says Grusovic. I'm so sorry, I think I said it right at this point, but now that I'm reading it, I got it all wrong. We have a credible lineup of merchandise to support the release of Sonic the Hedgehog 3 that will feature characters, settings, and vehicles from the film so that fans can bring the film's magic home. Products include action figures and playsets from Jakks Pacific, so that's going to be very exciting. I'm not sure if we've heard playsets just yet, and we'll see what qualifies as playsets, because we had playsets for 2, like was Tails Plane, I think the Death Egg Robot, and they were alright, but I want to see what they're going to do with this new film. Novelty plush from Build-A-Bear, so that's basically confirmed at this point. That's good to hear that we're going to be getting more Sonic Build-A-Bear stuff. Shadow's probably going to have his own. Apparel for kids, teens, and adult from BioWorld, BWI, Kunin, and Masrili. Tried my best with that one. Bentex and Komar. Bedding and home gear from Franco and Accessory Innovations. So this is great news. Sonic Movie 3 bedding. That's just so great to hear. You know, I'm sure my partner is going to be incredibly happy when I just show her my Sonic the Hedgehog bed sheets. Now that's gonna get the ladies going. You guys should do the same. And a publishing program from IDW, Penguin, and Trends International. We'll of course be talking more about the publishing, specifically with Penguin, as they have listed a bunch of new books, but hearing that IDW is going to be involved as well basically confirms that we're going to be getting some Sonic Movie 3 comic books. We had that with the Sonic Movie 2, so it was kind of a no-brainer we'd be getting it for 3 as well, so that's good to hear. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 merchandise will cover more categories from a Sonic film than ever, continues Grusovic. That one was better. We have many fun experiences in store for Sonic fans this year. In addition to Paramount Pictures' Sonic the Hedgehog 3, there's also the Knuckles television series for Paramount Plus, which is out now. On the game side, Sonic X Shadow Generations will be heading to current gen platforms this fall before the film. So much will soon be announced, including teaming up with IDW to create a robust slate of new comics, so he goes on to confirm that. Taking Sonic and friends on various fun new adventures, we can't wait to see how fans connect to these new stories and celebrate this massive year with fans. So that's awesome. And without wasting any more time, I guess we should just dive into the books that were mentioned in that article. Because Penguin Random House Publishing, or Penguin Young Readers, it depends on whatever category you want to put them under. They've been making Sonic books for, it seems like forever now, just in general, not even just Sonic movie ones related, but they've done every single Sonic movie at this point, so it's no surprise that they're going to be doing one for 3. In fact, they have 3 ones listed right now, which include Sonic the Hedgehog 3 Gadgets, Gizmos, and Gears, which sounds like a specific kind of book. The description reads, from rings to Chaos Emeralds to Dr. Robotnik's Badniks, Sonic the Hedgehog is always finding awesome gadgets and mystical items in his adventures. Read along to see what each of them do in this storybook that is perfect for fans of Sonic. So it says storybook, so I'm guessing it's going to play some kind of role into all of the different items in the Sonic movie world and just showing them off in some kind of story, so that's interesting. You know, a new piece of Sonic movie universe media, that's always fun. And then this one was a no-brainer, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, the official movie Mad Libs. I'm not going to read the description because I think you guys know what Mad Libs are. Like for the past 2 films, it was kind of a no-brainer we're going to be getting this as well, so that's very exciting. I can't wait for that. And then lastly, a Sonic the Hedgehog 3 MTI sticker and activity book. Nothing too crazy, just, you know, an activity book for Sonic Movie 3, so I'm assuming like you can draw and different stuff. They're going to be stickers, as they mentioned. I'll make sure to pick them up. I have my entire Sonic library down there. You can't see it, but it does exist. As a big merchandise guy, I don't know if you guys could tell, this obviously makes me very excited. You know, I can't wait to waste all my money on this when it's all coming out. I believe it's been leaked that a lot of the merchandise, or at least the Jakks Pacific stuff, is going to be coming in October, so I expect all of this other accompanying merchandise to come around that time as well, so including like all the bedding that they mentioned, the clothing, the books, all that different stuff. I expect it around that time as well. There's just so much stuff on the way. There's so much stuff I'm incredibly excited for when it comes to this film, but the merchandise is definitely at the top of the list outside of the movie itself. But yeah, guys, I wasn't gonna make this video, you know, too long, too crazy for you guys. There wasn't anything too groundbreaking or something to discuss like incredibly in depth, but I thought they were just fun little updates for you guys to know about that's going on in the Sonic Movie 3 world right now and stuff to look forward to, especially if you're a fan of merchandise and all that kind of stuff. You know, I thought I'd bring this information to you guys because it, you know, interests me, and like I said, we talk about everything Sonic Movie 3 here. So you guys signed up for it, and if you're not signed up for it, make sure you're subscribed, you know what I'm saying? But this is where I pass off off to you guys and ask what you think. What do you think about the plot synopsis and all of the merchandise coming? What do you plan on picking up? What are you hoping for in terms of Sonic Movie 3 merchandise? I'd love to know what you guys have to say in the comment section down below. Feel free to follow my social media links to my Twitter and Instagram in the description below. You can follow those things on my life feature content and don't think Sonic the Hedgehog, but most importantly, if you're not subscribed, make sure you're subscribed. This is the #1 decision on YouTube for all things Sonic. Whether it's video games, TV shows, movies, comics, merchandise, and more, we talk about it all. We have so much content in the works. I have an incredibly exciting video coming sometime next month. It's going to be my biggest video yet. I've already kind of teased it on Twitter, so make sure you guys go follow that and my Instagram, like I said, so you guys can keep up with all of that stuff. But of course, we're going to be keeping you guys updated with news as news comes out in relation to Sonic Movie 3, Sonic X Shadow Generations, all these new mobile games. Of course, we have merchandise and original content coming. It's an incredibly exciting time to be a Sonic fan and a fan of me. I love all you guys. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace out.
Baby, right by the motherfucking seaside, dog. Everything I see, I got a dream. I thought these leaves would go and take me out the dark. I know everything I wanted to far away.